I'm so sick of this Indiana Fever coaching staff putting their hands on Caitlin Clark. Enough's enough. Keep your damn hands to yourself. We grown here. Don't touch nobody. Keep your hands to yourself. That goes for you, Stephanie White, you, Brianne January, and the other lady that I'm gonna play in the video. I don't even know your name, but all of y'all need to get it together and relax, okay? Are y'all physically harassing her? What is going on over here? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, do your job. Your job is to coach. Don't touch me.
Caitlin Clark was expected to be out there breaking down defenders, not going back and forth with the coaching staff like someone had just erased her entire presentation moments before it was due. But after that viral exchange on the sideline with Stephanie White, fans became convinced there is something much bigger happening behind the scenes. Clark did not seem irritated over a single possession. She looked like a player who had finally hit the point where even the basketball gods might have to step in personally.
I need y'all to follow me this video here. Let me know, am I going too far? You know what I'm saying? Am I overthinking things? Or am I possibly onto something? So the Indiana Fever, right? They're surrounded by a whole bunch of drama. We already see what's going on. You got one video over here flying around of Stephanie White grabbing Caitlin Clark's wrist while Clark is going to shoot 2 free throws. She got to snatch her arm away from the grip of death of Stephanie White, okay? Okay, you got that video out there. Then you got Brianne January, the assistant coach, going back and forth with Clark on the sidelines, popping her neck, going crazy.
Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe because this story is only getting more interesting. The Indiana Fever expected the spotlight, packed arenas, and a generational basketball star who could transform the league. What they likely did not anticipate was every timeout starting to resemble a secret strategy meeting and every sideline interaction turning into analyzed footage for online fans conducting non-stop basketball investigations.
By now, guys, you've seen the viral footage of Caitlin Clark arguing with assistant coach Brianne January. And we've had issues out of Brianne before in the past. Her tracking Caitlin down while she's celebrating, to grab Caitlin up like a child in a department store having a temper tantrum and dragging her back to the sidelines. We've had issues. We've also had issues with Karima Kelly, man. She's the one directly next to Caitlin Clark. But
just one season ago, Indiana was rebuilding in relative peace without the constant national spotlight surrounding the franchise. Now, every look from Caitlin Clark turns into a viral discussion. Every coaching choice sparks arguments across the internet, and somehow the Fever end up dominating headlines faster than celebrity drama on entertainment blogs.
All right, y'all, we have a pretty good one to break down on this one, man. I'm talking about Caitlin Clark in transition, why it's important to get her the ball, her boil over moment in the first half, what was leading up to that, to the point where she was snatching her hand away from Stephanie White. Oh my goodness, man, it was getting wild. And then who I think should be running the show once Caitlin Clark is off. Caitlin Clark knowing when you're open before you even know when you're open. Oh my goodness, this is how good this girl is. Let's take a look at this, man. So they're coming down right out the gate. Look at Caitlin. She's already seeing that Allen is about to be wide open, man.
And somehow, in the middle of all the madness, Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark suddenly look like two people trying to put together IKEA furniture without the instructions, while thousands of basketball fans outside are yelling completely different directions at the same time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, Caitlin Clark's frustration is boiling over. Something isn't right. So let's talk about this, okay? What you're about to see isn't about one play or one moment. It's a collection of sideline and in-game interactions that have sparked real conversations around Caitlin Clark's body language, frustration, and relationships with the coaching staff. Across multiple clips, you're going to see moments where her emotions boil over, ripping her hand away from Stephanie White in frustration. She's going to be arguing in-game with Stephanie White and reacting visibly when things aren't going right, where, you know, to the point where us as fans have to question. For some, these are just competitive fire, and for others,
because the sideline clip everyone keeps replaying did not feel like an ordinary clash between a coach and a passionate player. It looked more like frustration finally spilling out after weeks of tension, uncertainty, conflicting messages, and a growing feeling that the Indiana Fever still have not decided whether they fully want to embrace Caitlin Clark's unique basketball brilliance or quietly limit the very skills that make her special. The cameras caught Clark passionately trying to make a point during a timeout while Stephanie White responded with obvious irritation. And almost instantly, The internet turned into one massive detective operation. Fans began replaying the footage frame by frame like they were analyzing evidence of alien activity. Suddenly, lip readers were everywhere, and self-proclaimed body language experts started popping up across social media. By the following morning, people were discussing the fever like a political organization caught in the middle of a major controversy. And the reason the clip spread so quickly is because, for many fans, it seemed to confirm suspicions they had already been building for weeks. She became a sensation because she plays basketball like someone hit the fast-forward button on the entire game. Her style is controlled chaos at its most entertaining. She pulls up for deep threes from ranges that leave defenders rethinking everything. She fires transition passes like an NFL quarterback launching a perfect spiral. And when she gets out on the break, it feels less like a normal possession and more like a warning siren going off. That electrifying style is the reason arenas are packed, television ratings skyrocketed, and opposing crowds started sounding like Indiana home fans every time Clark touched the ball.
And let's start with the Caitlin Clark assist gate, the scandal that was taking over the internet over the past 48 hours. Caitlin Clark not being awarded 2 assists that she rightfully deserved. And here are those 2 assists. So as you can see, Caitlin Clark comes off the high screen from Aaliyah Boston. She dribbles down and then she skip passes to the corner. Mo Billings makes a 3. This was not originally recorded as an assist. And then she's coming down the court. She's driving in, hands the ball off to Kelsey Mitchell, and she also makes a 3. This was also not originally recorded as an assist.
But during the opening stretch of the season, there have been stretches where the Fever offense looks like it is trying to put a governor on a Ferrari engine. Fans have picked up on it again and again. Clark starts catching fire, speeding up the tempo, finding her rhythm, and putting defenders under pressure, only for the pace to suddenly grind to a halt. Substitutions happen, the offense shifts into slow half-court sets, and the energy changes so dramatically it feels like an action film suddenly turned into a lecture on tax policy. The momentum fades, the arena loses its buzz, and Clark's body language begins showing frustration long before she ever says anything out loud. That's why the sideline exchange felt like more than just a routine disagreement during a timeout. After performances like Clark's, fans expect reactions that match the level of spectacle, something closer to describing a basketball comet streaking across the sky. Instead, they often hear talk about execution, rotations, defensive discipline, and overall team growth. Now, coaches are supposed to stay composed and professional, but fans are naturally emotional. They want energy. They want visible excitement. They want at least a hint of disbelief when a player casually pulls up from 30 feet and sends the arena into chaos.
Already went over the whole Brianne January situation with her constantly trying to be in Caitlin Clark's ear, nagging her, go like a nag, get out of my ear, beat it, girl. Nobody was here for you. None of these people are in this arena for you. None of these people purchased tickets for you. It's the Clark show. Just be blessed and grateful that you get to even have a courtside seat to witness it. It's as simple as that. Brianne January, you got to fall back. As far as I'm concerned, she can go with Stephanie White.
That question now hangs over every Fever game like a flashing neon sign. Both sides ultimately want the same thing: wins, but they disagree on how to get there. Clark wants pace and freedom, White wants structure and control. And while nuance rarely survives online, that clash keeps turning every timeout into a viral moment, with Clark appearing more and more frustrated as she waits for the team's approach to fully match her style.